All right, what is going on, all of my Dragon Ballers? Okay, so Dragon Ball Super is starting to get exciting now. So as you can see, I got on my handmade baby summer glasses. You know what I'm saying? Got one eyeball out, one eyeball digitized or whatever. All right, but this is my episode 14 review for Dragon Ball Super, and there's a few things. There's not much to talk about. There was a few things that changed from the Battle of Gods movie to the Dragon Ball Super series. One of the things was uh, Goku's transformation back into a Super Saiyan God. It didn't actually happen in the saga. I didn't even see a little bit of transformation. It just looked like he transformed back into a Super Saiyan, but his power was just a little bit more endless, than in the movie. Instead of it just running out, he kept transforming back into a Super Saiyan, and the fight was pretty much, the end. It was straight to the point, the end of the fight. Um, One of the things that did change was Beerus's final attack, and the way Goku ended up stopping it was very different. In the movie, he took on the attack and he transformed back into a Super Saiyan God, and he absorbed the attack, and then he came back in his base form, tired out, pretty much pooted out. So, um, in the series in episode 14, he actually took on the attack and he transformed into a regular Super Saiyan, and he punched the attack and he destroyed it. When he shot his attack at Beerus's attack, it actually turned into the big sun sphere that we saw in the movie Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. It actually transformed after Goku's attack went into the sphere. It transformed into the big sun sphere type of attack. And Beerus, he kind of thumped it two times and he made it grow a couple of notches. And Goku basically he punched the attack and he destroyed it in thin air, and he still came out exactly how he did in Battle of Gods. He came out tired, and we haven't really gotten the English subtitled version yet. I haven't watched it yet, so as soon as I can go and check, I'll watch it and see what the subtitles say. But that's the end of the Battle of God saga, the Battle of God arc. And now to get to what everybody has been talking about, the internet is going crazy. Hercule Satan is going Super Saiyan. We saw it in the preview for episode 15. Hercule Satan transforms into a fucking Super Saiyan. Okay, so this is what the entire Dragon Ball universe is talking about. Hercule Satan transforms into a Super Saiyan. So what becomes of the Super Saiyan transformation now that we see that even Hercule can transform into a Super Saiyan? And we don't really know exactly how he transforms, but from the past synapses that we've gotten over the past week or so that reveal the storylines of these episodes, Hercule does something miraculous. He gets a visit from some unknown super warrior from outer space, and he does something miraculous. He has some type of miraculous change in power, or he does something miraculous that possibly saves the earth. And we still don't know what it is yet. We will find out in next week's episode, and that's what everybody is waiting for. We want to know what happened to Hercule Satan. Why is he a Super Saiyan? And now that he has appeared to transform into a Super Saiyan, what happens to the Super Saiyan transformation? What happens to it? Is it irrelevant now? Is it downgraded? Is it overrated? Is it underrated? What is going to happen to our beloved Super Saiyan transformation is what we're all wondering. Okay, and there's been a lot of there was a story came out, and it actually showed a shadow version of the mysterious warrior that's supposed to show up, and it looks like a Saiyan. It looks like either the Saiyan looking character with the brown hair, that we see in the Dragon Ball Super posters, that we haven't seen any of the characters yet except for Lord Beerus. And It shows it's some type of Vegeta character. It looks like a Vegeta lineage. I'm not sure exactly who it is. No one is sure who it is, but it looks like a Saiyan in the picture, in the shadow, some type of Saiyan character. In the preview, we saw some type of um, uh, boar looking creature, and Goku was facing off against it. And we all want to know, the synopsis said that Goku visits Krillin, and Krillin has a request. We want to know what that request is. Could Krillin's request be to fuse with Goku and see what it's like to feel the power of a Super Saiyan? Could Krillin's request be to cut his hair? To get ready. We don't know what it is. Krillin has a odd request or a strange request or unexpected request is what it says in the synopsis. So we don't know what Krillin wants. I'm thinking that Krillin wants to know what it feels like to be a Super Saiyan, so he asks to fuse with one of the Saiyans. And he's tall enough, probably to fuse with either Goten or Trunks, but he's really not tall enough to fuse with Goku or Vegeta or Gohan. So if he does fuse with anybody, it'll probably be Goten or Trunks, so he can know what it feels like to be a Super Saiyan. Um, that's my guess. That Krillin wants to know what it feels like to have the power of a Super Saiyan or a Super Saiyan God or whatnot. He wants to know, or if Goku could train him and teach him some new techniques or something. That's my best guess that Krillin wants to learn some new techniques or some new moves or how to increase his power from Goku. That's my guess. But as far as this new character or this mystery super warrior is what they said, a super warrior. So I'm guessing it's going to be some type of Saiyan from a distant galaxy. Maybe it's going to be some type of super warrior is what it says. So that's what we're wondering. Who is this super warrior? In the shadow picture, it looks like a Saiyan, either Broly or that some type of Vegeta, some of Vegeta's lineage. Maybe the original Super Saiyan God survived, the battle on planet Seiya or planet Vegeta, and he was just floating throughout space unconscious until the power of the Super Saiyan God was summoned on him, summoned by Goku. And he finally woke up into consciousness, and now he's coming back to claim his Super Saiyan God powers. That's my guess. If the original Super Saiyan God did survive, he was probably floating around unconscious in the vast space somewhere. And as we saw in the episode where Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan God, the sky opened up and the power came from far away. It took him a long time to transform, so we don't know where the power was coming from, but we know it shot up into the air, it went somewhere, and then it came back to Goku. And for some reason, it kept increasing while he was fighting Beerus. So this original Super Saiyan God could possibly have been floating around in space somewhere, and then he finally, once the power was summoned by Goku, he finally woke up to his consciousness, like where the fuck did my power go? And now he's going back to Earth to see, so he can reclaim his Super Saiyan God powers or his energy or his throne. And I'm guessing that since Vegeta is the royal lineage of the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God, that the new character or whoever this super warrior is could be related to Vegeta in some way. Either that or it's Broly or it's some other Saiyan character. I think it's gonna be a Saiyan. That's what I think. But uh, give me a like, comment, subscribe, rate my video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what do you think is happening with Hercule Satan? How is he transforming into a Super Saiyan? A lot of people are saying that maybe he's reenacting the fight between Goku and Beerus, you know, for the public to see, and somehow he he's tapped into his power. I think that's what the miraculous part of it is that somehow Hercule Satan tapped into his own inner key, and he actually started using key for the first time. So it's possible that Hercule finally tapped into his inner strength and learned how to use key. and now he's just wilding the fuck out. You know, that's what I think. So like, comment, subscribe, rate, join the conversation. You know, like, dislike. You know, tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm on or something, let me know. All you Dragon Ballers, peace out.